Here we go on a 65-degree night. Winds blowing out of the north, out to right, and we are off and rolling.
Throw that many strikes in a row and not really get hurt.
Here comes the payoff, and that is strike three called at the bottom of the zone. The Tigers were ready for fastballs early in the count. They ambushed him a few times. He started going to the cutter, goes back to that pitch again, and K's Becerra on 3 pitches.
Rebels aren't swinging at them.
1-2. How about a fastball over the inside corner for strike three called? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. What a start for Hunter Deetsson, the Razorbacks. And that pitch just about clipped him. It did. Pitch timer at 3 when he delivers, and New will wave and miss.
That's just a great fastball in the outside corner.
Rutenbar at second with 2 gone. Kosel lifts that in the air. The wind will try and work this towards the chalk, but Utermark there to make the catch. Deets struck out all 3 Rebels in the first. That one floated out to center for a base hit, and Will Furness doing what he has done so many times over the course of his career, get another hit. That's his 54th.
When you start getting to pro ball.
1-2 to Reuter. Softly hit to third. Pompey scoops it. Flips to second for 1. On to first for the 5-4-3 double play. Deets back to work. Big breaking ball, strike 3. 4 Ks, Troy, through 2 scoreless innings. Ruiz top 10 of the conference and on base, and he will single up the middle past a couple of Rebels for Arkansas's first hit for Team USA and Coach Bianco that summer. Souza lifts one in the air, right center field. The Winds start to work this back to the 400-foot sign, and Federico there to make the catch. Souza didn't homer in the month of April, just about started May with one. And speaking of pickoffs, Ruiz was in no man's land, and now the Rebels try to finish off this rundown. Elliott's involved as well, doing a lot of running. And finally, Ruiz is tagged out. And Troy, that's the 4th pickoff for Hunter Elliott.
Jab back and keep. See, watch him jab, and then
that's some type of move, though.
Yeah, that move is great.
Pokes one out to right for a base hit. That was some plate coverage. Aloy gets Arkansas's second hit this inning. Stewart waiting on another payoff. Here it comes. Down and out, ball 4. So 3 of the 4 Razorbacks who have come to the plate this inning have reached. Pompey waits on the 2-2. Elliott works with 2 on the timer. That one laced to the gap, left center field. It's got a chance towards the wall. Goodbye. TJ Pompey with the laser to the hog pen. One big swing, scores 3. 112 off the bat from Pompey. And the Razorbacks strike first in a big-time way.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brett, the thing that TJ Pompey's been working on is kind of sinking down in his legs just a little bit more, not standing as upright and being very quiet with that upper body. Watch how quiet that upper body is, and then he just explodes. An absolute rocket out to left field. I think Elliott thought that they were strikes that haven't gone his way.
Agreed. Rutenbar will chase, he will K.
Took one off in the knee, didn't he? That's no fun.
Yeah, he hadn't been feeling great. He's back behind the plate today. Now he's going to be on first base with the first walk from Deets tonight.
I think it was a brand new mitt.
Owen Pano socks one out to right center field. Micah New on the move, but he can't get there. Has to take it on a bounce. After Pompey had the 3-run homer in the bottom of the second. Ground ball to Kosel. Can Arkansas get 2? There's 1. Relay from Souza. In time at first with Rutenbar on the receiving end for the double play to end the 3rd. Probably quite a few scouts here tonight to see Deets and Townsend tomorrow. Guys like Helfrich also factor in. And Ryder with the walk, where if you don't get the pickoff, runner advances to second. Kosel swings, drives one high in the air to deep right field. It's up on the building and gone. Boy, an absolute no-doubter from Camden Kosel. 422 feet, and it's the Razorbacks out to an early 5-0 lead on a pair of bombs from Pompey, and now Kosel. Troy, that just disappeared.
Boy, off the bat, the only thing that if you're Camden Kosel, you might be worrying about is if that thing's going to hook or not. But I think he hit the ball so hard, it stayed straight. But that's the hanging breaking ball about chest high. And again, a no-doubter just disappears up onto the Hunt Family Development Center. Yeah, you can see Cam.
4 games that week. He's going to strike out, and that's number 5 for Hunter Deets. Sweeping breaking ball at the top of the zone. Troy Deets has been able to work those different parameters, and he has struck out 6 through 4 scoreless innings. Cujillo smashes one out to center. Federico turns and looks. It'll clear the fence. A laser beam of a home run for Aloy. 115 off his mighty bat. The Razorbacks lead at 6-0. All 6 runs scoring on a trio of homers. That ball jumped out of here in a blink of an eye.
Frozen rope. We thought Pompey's was hit on the rope. That was almost 20 degrees. Aloy just got a hanging changeup by Hunter Elliott. Look at this thing. It is an absolute rocket. It looked like it was shot out of a cannon.
It's been mouth-watering to say the least. That's grounded sharply, and it's to the left of Kojal into center for a base hit. So that's the 3rd single for the Rebels tonight.
Yeah, and there's some guys on that Razorback team that could really swing the bat as well.
Jones will wave and miss. That's strikeout number 7 for Deets. And that's ball 4. So only a couple of walks this evening from Deets, but it has been Foley both times. Strike 3 called. Came back with the cutter. That's strikeout number 8. 100 on the season, and Troy, he's had that pitch working this evening.
Well, he's really feeling it tonight. Like you said, 8 punch-outs. That is a big one right there. Hogs still up 6-0.
He has one of the 8 strikeouts recorded by the Rebels today, and he's going to hit one high in the air to right center field. Well struck. Stewart is back at the wall, running out of room, and that ball is gone. Udemark hits his 18th home run of the season, and it's the first Rebels run tonight. It's a 6-1 game.
We talked about the breezes blowing out to right field, and Udemark with great power. He got it up in that jet stream and just kind of carried out over that right field wall.
This was a Rebels team that midweek against Murray State and against Georgia last week, Troy, hit 14 homers, heavy on the strikes. 54 of his 85 pitches have been strikes. As I say that, he walks his 3rd tonight. Another payoff pitch. Another walk. So the 2-out home run from Udemark, and then back-to-back base on balls to Furness and Reuter, and shaking off a couple of signs from Helfrich. 1-2 to Jones. Strike 3 called. Inside corner. 9 Ks in 6 innings for the left-hander Hunter Deets. Weren't they here in the regional?
I think they were.
Souza socks one to center. Back goes Federico, turning and running, and that ball's going to short off the fence and kick away. Souza might have 3. He'll turn second. On his way for a triple, in with the dive. What a way to start the bottom of the 6th for the Razorbacks. Koenig threw 3 innings of 1-hit scoreless baseball against Arkansas in that regional last year. Ground ball to Furness. This will get the run home. Aloy with an RBI as Souza comes across to make it a 7-1 game. That one gets Stewart. Indeed it did.
Shooting balls to the gaps.
Grounds one to the left side, cut off by Pano, but the flip dribbled over towards Furness. And that's a wave and a miss. A follow-up questions involved when you hear that.
It really is.
Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. Here comes Stewart around third, he will score. Pompey to third, Arkansas's made it 8-1, and Dad can stand and applaud because his son just knocked in another run. And a high five from the parents behind him. Ryder's 0 for 2, he's walked and scored. Off and rolling goes New. The throw down is not in time. New with the bag, that's his 13th of the season. Agreed. 3-1. Drill to right. Hit well. Back to the wall. Climbing at the fence. Goodbye. Fireworks flying as Ryder Helfrich shoots a 3-run homer to right. The 4th Razorback homer this evening. And that's number 15 for one of the best catchers in college baseball, Ryder Helfrich.
You made an adjustment. Everything he saw was away. and that's up and away, right about belt high. Helfrich does not miss it, and it's going to come right at us.
So he got the single against Koenig last year. He hits the homer to right through the sunset, and the fireworks flying. That might be my favorite shot of the year.
That was perfect. Great job by our camera crew.
We were under attack during BP. That's poked hard to Kojal. He's able to play the bobble and still get it out at first base. That one's tagged to left. Hit a ton, back to the fence, and that's gone. And this game has been removed from run rule territory for the time being as Foley hits his 7th. And the fans in the hog pen throw that thing right back onto the field of play.
Well, an absolute moonshot by Austin Foley. 107 off the bat. How about 433 feet?
Yeah, this thing gets out in a hurry.
Yeah. Well, this is already a Rebel team that can hit the long ball, and you can add him to that equation.
Strike 3 to Pena for out number 2. A couple of bombs tonight. They're up to 80 on the season. That one stroked out to left for a base hit, so Federico gets his first. Big deep breath from Dawson. Here's the payoff pitch. Is that a swing? I think it is. Becerra did not check. Plate umpire Derek Malika rings him up. Souza dribbles one up the middle. Decker there. He's going to have to hurry this throw, and he did not get Souza. Nolan beat it out. His second hit of the game.
Any park in the country.
Stroke down the line in right. Becerra on the move into a dive, and he won't get there. This is going to go to the fence. Souza's going to sprint around third. He's going to be waved in. He will score, and the Razorbacks run rule the Rebels to take game 1. Kuhio Aloy with 3 runs batted in, including the walk-off. And Arkansas takes it 12-2, and that's the biggest smile we've seen from Kuhio Aloy in quite some time.
Boy, tremendous play coverage by Kuhio Aloy. That pitch wasn't even a strike. It was off the plate, and that's a big win for Arkansas.
Thank you for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. For extensive coverage of college baseball, use code WHEELS for 30% off a D1Baseball.com subscription. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.